Hi friends, my name is Rohan Balachandra. Today our markets opened quite flat and then fell marginally. However, after some time the recovery took place and finally Nifty closed very strong 0.9% positive. Last night after its meeting, the US Federal Reserve hiked interest rates in the US by 0.25%. This was as expected since it is still working hard to control the inflation there. Usually, interest rate hike is not a good sign for the stock markets. However, US Federal Reserve has hinted that it might not hike interest rates in its June meeting. This is a good news because continuous rate hikes are very negative for stock markets. Due to the interest rate hike, US government bond yields fell and dollar value has also fallen against other currencies. The crude oil prices have also fallen since continuous rate hikes help in controlling inflation but also increases the chance of a recession in the US and other economies. Yesterday, crude oil prices fell by around 3% and it has fallen around 7 to 8% in the last 1 week. We have compiled some interesting data about how Indian markets have behaved after US Federal Reserve has hiked interest rates in the past. Based on that, we will get an idea of the short-term movement of Nifty. History always repeats, this is something to keep in mind. Always what has happened in the past is more likely to happen in the future than something totally different. So we need to be aware of the history. Impact of Federal Reserve hike on Indian markets. I have put the figures for various times when interest rate has been hiked by Federal Reserve. I am not going to be reading all the figures, but if you want to read in detail, pause the video and take a look at the figures. February 2005, US interest rate was hiked by Federal Reserve and Nifty 1 month returns 4.7% from that point, Nifty 3 month returns minus 6.4% and Nifty 6 month returns 16.2%. March 2005, 1 month returns minus 5.5%, 3 months returns 4% positive and 6 months returns it is 19.7%. Similarly, January 2006, 5%, 18.5% and 14.1%. June 2017, 2.8%, 4.9%, 10.5%. In March 2022, Ukraine crisis, that was the time, 1 month returns after the interest rate hike 0.6% negative, 3 months returns minus 11.5%, 6 months returns 1.4% positive. July 2022, 5.5, 7.9 and 5.8. Wherever you want to read it in more detail, pause the video and take a look. September 2022, 1 month returns minus 0.8%, 3 month returns 2.7%, 6 months returns 3.4% negative. So after 6 months also, from September to 6 months, 3.4% was the negative returns. Very rare, but it has happened. Again, recently in March 2023, interest rate was hiked and that time 1 month returns only 0.2% positive. 3 months and 6 months have not happened from that date, so I have put question mark. Wherever there is a question mark, it means that that particular period has not yet elapsed. I have made some observations and comments which are very important for us to understand how these things work in the stock market. Point number 1, out of the 19 times when interest rates have been hiked by US Federal Reserve, for 1 month period, Nifty has given negative returns 8 times, that is 42%. Point number 2, when 3 month returns are considered, only 6 out of 19 times, that is 32% times, the returns were negative for Nifty. Point number 3, when 6 months returns are considered, only 2 out of 16 times, the returns were negative for Nifty and one of the times the return was 0.01%, which can be considered positive. 16 times I have taken because 3 periods or 3 instances the 6 months period has not yet elapsed, so only 16 times the 6 months data is available. Point number 4, so over a 3 month or 6 month period, Nifty is very likely to give positive returns. It definitely will not have a major impact on investments made for long term. Point number 5, if you have fundamentally strong stocks, you should continue to invest regularly for long term. However, if they are not strong, then you will realize it when overall market rallies further, but certain stocks may not recover at all. That's the time you realize this is not doing well, some problem in the company. Until then, everything looks alright. If you like this video, please click the like button and mention in the comment section, is your long-term portfolio in green or is it in positive right now? If yes, type yes in the comment section, otherwise type no in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye and all the best.